Good morning, students. Welcome back. This is subject EVS. Students, as you know that we are learning lesson number 7 and today we are going to continue with the same lesson, textbook page number 43. Students, just observe the picture which is on your textbook and here are few questions related with that picture. Okay, very easy questions. Let's see. What is grandfather reading? Grandfather is reading newspaper. What is Thai using to find some information? Computer. What is grandmother watching? Grandmother is watching TV. Dada is listening to songs. What has he put in his ears to do this? Here you can see. Here is mobile in the hand and earphones are there. Then what is father using to speak to someone? Father is speaking on the mobile phone. Who is at the door? What is mother taking from him? Here is mother and here you can see postman and from him mother is taking letter. We commonly use things like letters, computers, mobile phones, newspapers, TV, music players, etc. As you know that we are using such a type of things in our daily routine. All of these are used as means to send and receive information and messages. So why are we using these things in our daily routine? We are using these things because we need them to send or receive information and messages to each other. That's why we are using all these things. So these all things are nothing but the means of communication. So what we have learnt about means of communication. So these things are helpful to give message or receive message from someone and this is called means of communication. Okay, so through these means we can communicate with each other. So these are the means of communication. Understood this point? Let's see next point. Dialects. Okay, everyone say after me. D-I-A-L-E-C-T-S. Dialects. Dialects. Okay, children, let's see what is mean by dialects. It's very easy. Man uses language to talk to each other and to communicate his thoughts to other people. The same language is spoken in different ways in different regions. Students, as you know that we want to communicate with each other, that time we are using different languages. We want to communicate with the people, we want to tell our thoughts to others. So that time we are using different types of languages and some people are using same languages and some people are using different languages. The same language is spoken in different ways actually. If you are taking the example of Marathi, okay, if you are telling that Marathi is our language, but if you will go in different regions, there you will find the pronunciation of Marathi language is different. Okay, actually it happens because region changes, change in the region. So if you will see in one region Marathi language is the same, Marathi, but the type of speaking, pronunciation of the Marathi language is different. Words from other languages enter our language. Why it happens? Because in different region, different words are entered into Marathi. And that's why you will find pronunciation changes and also some words also change. It is influenced by other languages. In this way, different dialects of the same language form in different regions. Okay, so how dialects are formed? When one language is there and it is spoken by different people from different region, that time some other languages affect that language. Okay, so few words come from other languages, and such a type of words make that particular language little different. Okay, so as you will see in the language, main language is the same. Okay, example, I told you Marathi is the language, basic language, but if you will go from one region to another region, the pronunciation type will change, words will change from the same language. So such a type of change makes the dialects. Okay, if there is a change in the same language, Marathi is the basic language, but there are other languages like Ahirani, Malwani and Warradi. These are the dialects of the Marathi language. So dialects means what? Marathi is the basic language, but these languages are dialects of Marathi, means base is Marathi, but there is influence of other languages on this Marathi language. Okay, so there are few words spoken by these people which are from other language, and the pronunciation also different in these languages. Okay, Marathi pronunciation, but pronunciation is different. That's why there is a formation of dialects. Means these Ahirani, Malwani and Warradi are the dialects of Marathi language. Okay, so children, just remember that Marathi is the state language of Maharashtra. Everyone knows that. Marathi is our mother tongue and Marathi is the state language of Maharashtra. Okay. Children, just now we have seen which are the means of communication. Through the language we are communicating with each other. So children, how people were communicating in olden days, as you know that here is a picture. This is a picture of pigeon. Okay, in olden days people were using pigeons to send messages to others. Okay, so they were writing the message on the paper, on a piece of paper or cloth, and they were tying that piece to the bird's leg, to the leg of the pigeon. So these pigeons, they were carrying that message to others. So in this way they were sending messages to other people. But nowadays we are using mobile phones, which is very easy. Within a second we can communicate with the person who is living far away from us in the foreign countries. Also we can communicate very fast. Understood? But there is one problem, that we are using these means of transport, means of communication. As this is increased, because of that there is a problem of pollution. As the use of means of communication and transport increased, there is an increase in pollution. So we should use all these things, whatever things we are using for transport and communication, we should use it very carefully. That we have to remember. So children, here we have finished our lesson. It is very easy lesson. So let's see what we have learned in this lesson. The interrelationship between cities and villages. In the first video we have seen about the difference between cities and villages. I hope you do remember. Means of transport and communication, that also we have seen. The need for means of transport and communication. Why do we need these things? Okay. Transport facilities and famous places in our district and taluka. So in previous video we have seen which are the famous places in our Nasik district and which things are there in the Nasik district. Okay. So this lesson is very easy. I hope you do remember everything and keep reading this lesson. We are going to start with the workbook writing from tomorrow. Okay. today you have to read this lesson 3 times properly. Okay? Thank you.